Ever wondered why some YouTubers seem to skyrocket to fame while others struggle to get their content noticed? In the vast world of YouTube, it's not uncommon to see creators pouring their heart and soul into their content, only to be met with a disappointing response. The struggle to gain visibility is a common one, with countless videos drowning in the sea of content that is uploaded every minute. One of the biggest challenges is finding your niche. You see, YouTube is a landscape filled with oversaturated markets, from beauty vloggers to tech reviewers, game streamers to DIY enthusiasts. It seems like every corner is teeming with competition. Yet, success on YouTube isn't just about finding a niche. It's about finding the right niche, and this is where many falter. But what if there was an invisible niche that could give you the edge you need? Imagine a niche so unique, so overlooked, that it barely has any competition. This is the invisible niche. Now, what exactly is this invisible niche? Picture a market space that is yet to be fully discovered or tapped into. It's a category of content that is unique and underserved. It's like a hidden treasure chest waiting to be found, and when you find it, you have the key to stand out from the crowd. An invisible niche is not about being different for the sake of being different. It's about identifying a gap in the market, a need that isn't being met, or a question that hasn't been answered. It's about finding your own corner of the vast YouTube universe where you can shine. Why go for an invisible niche? Well, the benefits are numerous. For starters, there's less competition. When you're not fighting for the same space as a million other creators, it's much easier to get noticed. You're not just another face in the crowd, you're the face. Next up is increased visibility. When you're the only one, or one of the few, creating content in a specific niche, you become the go-to source for that particular topic. You become a big fish in a small pond. And when people are looking for content in your niche, guess who they're going to find? That's right, you. And then there's engagement. When you're serving a unique and underserved niche, your audience is more likely to be passionate and engaged. They've been looking for the kind of content you're providing, and when they find it, they'll be more likely to watch, like, comment, and share. So, the invisible niche is a strategy that offers a unique positioning, less competition, more visibility, and higher engagement. It's a way to carve out your own space and make a name for yourself in the vast expanse of YouTube. Now, you're probably wondering, does this strategy actually work? Let's look at a real-life example. Meet John Doe, a YouTuber who found incredible success with the invisible niche. John started his YouTube journey like many others, uploading videos about topics of interest. He loved video games and tech gadgets, so naturally that's where he started. But despite his enthusiasm and commitment, his channel struggled to gain traction. He was one amongst thousands of similar channels, lost in the sea of content that is YouTube. Then John stumbled upon the concept of the invisible niche. Invisible niches are those unique intersections of interest that are underrepresented on YouTube. They're invisible because they're often overlooked, yet they hold immense potential for growth. John, with his love for tech and video games, decided to dig deeper. He observed that many tech enthusiasts were also interested in vintage technology. He noticed a significant gap in the market for content about restoring and maintaining vintage tech gadgets. This was his invisible niche. Intrigued, John started to create content specifically for this niche. He would hunt down discarded vintage tech gadgets and restore them to their former glory. He shared the history of these gadgets, their technical specifications, and the processes he used to restore them. His videos were a blend of education, entertainment, and nostalgia. The response was phenomenal. People were drawn to his unique content. His channel began to grow, and not just in terms of subscribers and views. He was building a community of like-minded individuals who loved vintage tech as much as he did. His viewers would engage with his content, share their own stories, and even send him vintage gadgets to restore. John's YouTube channel, once struggling, was now thriving. He was reaching an audience that had been largely overlooked, and in doing so, he found a sense of purpose and fulfillment that he had never experienced before. John's success wasn't overnight. It took time, research, and a lot of trial and error. But by identifying his invisible niche, he was able to carve out a unique space for himself on YouTube, a space where he could share his passion, engage with his audience, and truly make a difference. Today, John Doe is one of the most successful YouTubers in his niche. His channel has grown exponentially, and he continues to inspire others with his passion for vintage technology. His story is a testament to the power of the invisible niche strategy. It shows that even in a saturated platform like YouTube, there are still untapped opportunities waiting to be discovered. John's story proves that the invisible niche strategy can be a game changer. But how can you find your own invisible niche? Finding your invisible niche requires creativity, research, and a bit of luck. Now, I know that might sound a little daunting, but don't worry, I'm here to guide you through it. First and foremost, you've got to know your audience. Are they young or old? Tech-savvy or technophobes? Understanding who you're creating content for is the first step in identifying a niche that will resonate with them. So, do your homework. Don't just guess, do the research. Next, keep an eye on trends. Not just on YouTube, but in the wider world too. What are people talking about? What are they interested in? This is where creativity comes into play. You need to find a way to take a trend and give it a unique twist, to make it your own. That's the essence of finding an invisible niche. Think outside the box. Don't limit yourself to the obvious. Sometimes the most successful niches are the ones that no one else is considering. So, be bold, be brave, and don't be afraid to venture into the unknown. Lastly, remember that luck plays a part too. You might stumble upon your invisible niche by accident, and that's okay. It's all part of the journey. Remember, the key to finding your invisible niche is to look for opportunities where others aren't. So keep your eyes open and your mind sharp. You never know when or where your niche will reveal itself. So, are you ready to break through the YouTube noise and find your invisible niche? This is your chance to stand out from the crowd, to carve out a unique space just for you. Remember John Doe? He embraced his invisible niche, and look where it got him. The benefits of this strategy are undeniable. Go ahead, give it a shot. Your invisible niche is out there waiting for you to discover it. And who knows, you could be the next big YouTube success story.